Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with FilthyRobot and friends. We are continuing where we left off, which is trying to talk Erifror into dwarf chucking. We're almost there. We can feel his will weakening, and we believe that we can successfully plant a dwarf on the moon. I mean, on the other side of the bridge. We can do it. We believe. So we're trying to figure out how to cross this bridge. They've just killed my fucking bird. I am all up for being the one-man flying squad here, but we're not totally sure quite how this is going to look yet. So we're just finishing that debate. I think we've come down to two serious decisions, two seriously good ideas. The first is throw a grappling hook and connect it to something and climb across. That seems reasonable. The second is throw a dwarf, connect him to something, climb across. And they both seem pretty much equal, 50-50 for me anyways. So...
A coin.
Can I?
It's like 100-0 for me, so...
Can I investigate, like, on our side of the bridge, if there is, like, any side that could the grappling hook, like, hook on?
On our side?
Your side of the bridge?
I'm investigating our side of the bridge, if I can see, like, something, if I try to shoot it on the other side, if it can, like, be stuck somewhere for us to get over.
Yeah, the banisters and railings.
Hey, my idea sounds good. Yeah, we can do that on the other side. Throw it through the railing on the other side. I'm still totally game for trying the dwarf chuck.
Okay.
Firstly, let's try this. So, if who has it?
Nalla? Yeah, Nalla has a grappling hook. So
okay.
It would. Oh yeah, and if the grappling hook throw failed, then it would just be, oh darn. Then I pull up my grappling hook and try it again.
Yeah, I mean, but pretty much the same if the dwarf throw failed. Oh darn. We'll pull it back up and do it again.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay, so
this is the less barbarian of the options. Oh shit! By the way, just as a quick caveat, just as a side, just a thing, just briefly, I just messed with the audio volumes a little bit. I know you guys have been telling me that I've been a little bit quiet relative to the rest of the group. Hopefully this will have fixed it. If not, please let me know. I'll check it again in between sessions and see what we can do. But anyways, come back to the game. So. Dwarf chuck?
Okay. So Nalla has a grappling hook and 50 feet of hemp rope. She's going to tie the grappling hook to the rope. She's going to try her hardest to, based on how she sees the railing is on this side, she's assuming that it's the same on the other side, to throw it in a way that it catches onto the railing of the other side.
Okay. I want to assist you in doing that, if in case it's needed.
What's your survival modifier?
Just a second. I think it's 1.
I'm doing stretches because no one's told me about this idea quite yet. I'm still assuming I'm being thrown, so I'm just limbering up.
Yeah, it's +1.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I'm supposed to throw you into the grass.
Yep.
You can do that while I will try to shoot the hook.
Okay.
Should I roll or...
Sure, roll me an athletics check.
Athletics? Okay, cool. I like athletics.
The fuck is that?
That was not me.
Don't ignore that. It's unspaced, apparently. It's annoying.
Okay, so you pick up Barros.
Wait, what?
Good.
I thought it was
good.
Barros you were picking up.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
So, what were you under the impression of that you were doing?
Throwing a grappling hook onto the railing of the...
Oh, you're just doing that. You're just throwing the grappling.
Oh, you want to throw it? I thought we would use my bow to, like, shoot it more precisely. Maybe.
Well, the whole way that a grappling hook works is that, like, you have to pull on it. I guess a crossbow would work.
I don't think...
No, I think
it needs to be bow, I think. You can try to throw it if I don't know.
Well, you've already thrown it. So you take the grappling hook with the rope attached to it, and you throw it across the gap. Forget briefly that you're supposed to also hold on to the other end, so you grab the other end of the rope.
Nalla would not have forgotten that.
And then it does seem to get entangled within the railings of the other side of the bridge. You kind of like pull it a bit, and it seems to be pretty tight.
Okay, can I
Send the pack dwarf across.
can I look to see, like, did it wrap around the railing at all?
It didn't wrap around it, but it went between two of them, kind of like fell a little bit, like under the bridge, and you pulled it tight. One of the hooks is hooked like under the bridge itself, and one of them is gemmed onto the railing itself.
Excellent.
Now, please try to like pull it a few more times just to check if it's secure.
Right. Okay. So, and the rope that I have is 50 feet.
I suggest to Nalla, perhaps you could pull the island closer to us, and we could just shrink the gap and walk across.
I like this idea.
Give it a couple pulls and see if we can do that. If not, we'll have to climb across.
Okay. Nalla attempts to try and pull the island towards us with all their might.
Wait,
no. Check.
It's not a natural 20. You will break it.
What's a natural 20?
No go. You don't manage to pull the island closer to you.
Okay, but the grappling hook does not break or loosen in any way. That's what I was actually testing in case you guys were unclear.
Oh, I know.
Doesn't appear
I
to.
understand, but it's
Okay,
like if you
cool.
say it's full strength, like push and like,
Okay,
oh, shit.
excellent.
All right, so who wants to go across?
I do.
I
but
want
is it
to go also.
Okay.
Okay, hold up. Nala is going to take her end of the rope, and she's going to tie it around the railing on this end of the bridge.
With tension.
Yes,
Okay.
as taut as she can. Eryn, you mind helping me with this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, looks pretty tough.
Cool.
So, Sally, can I clarify something? Would a tightrope check be be acrobatics, while a climbing check would be like athletics?
Wait, you just want to walk across the rope?
Yeah.
Do you have any experience in the circus?
Nope.
Then it's going to be with disadvantage if you're going to try and walk across a rope.
Okay, and what would climbing up the rope be?
I could do athletics or I could do acrobatics. Like, there are different ways to climb a rope, so.
Okay.
Okay, Nala would know how to do this. So what you do is you sit on it almost like you're on a horse, and with one leg you have it hanging down for balance, and the other leg you have up on the it's hard to describe.
You
Something
mean
we did in
like
the military like a billion times now.
Yeah.
like the slot when he's like wedged like on a.
Okay.
One
Well,
hand-
we have a
one
rope.
leg is,
Let's
like,
cross this
behind
rope.
you.
I want to shoot these fuckers who shot my bird.
Okay,
So-
just Barros, go for it.
All right.
As Barros is starting to go, I said, would you like another blessing?
Can I have one with less saliva?
Sure.
No.
I still spit, but a bit less, and I cast
less.
guidance.
Still smells horrible, man. He's not brushed his teeth in a while.
I'm reeling. The death of my bird. Barros Erifror's breath. It's pretty fucking bad. All right, I'll attempt to climb the rope across them. I don't. So this is then taut across. Okay.
Yep, mostly taught.
All right.
So you're doing like underslung?
Whatever. I think what I'm not entirely sure I can picture what Xylo is described.
You're on top of it, and you're going to pull yourself with your arms, and with one leg you have hanging down for balance, and the other leg you have behind you,
Like
up top
wrapped.
of it, latched on, like
Yeah,
your foot is
got it.
latched onto the back of it.
And that's what I'm attempting to do. I will leave my backpack, but I'm not leaving my sword or my shield. I guess I can't.
That style of doing it would be more athletics based. Like acrobatics would just be like hang free from it or hang under it and
I'll
like
do that.
pull
I'm
yourself
fine with
over.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hand over hand, hanging free.
It's like in real life, it's like impossible to fuck up that.
But it's athletic style and he doesn't want to roll athletics.
That's
so.
right. I want to roll acrobatics,
All right, so roll me an acrobatics check.
and I want to not fail this check. Can we agree on that ahead of time? Okay. Looks good. Looks good.
All right.
Did I roll? Hey, I rolled a good.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So, sort of monkey barring and swaying your way across, you manage to pull yourself the 18 feet, and then dismounting is more difficult, but you do manage to at the other end. There's a moment where like one of the planks almost like comes a little bit loose under your hand, so you need to readjust to a different plank, but you do manage to hold yourself up.
All right, then I stand shakily but triumphantly on the other side of this this crossing. I assume my bag and whatnot is left on the other side, but I do have my weapons, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Barros. You want to loosen the grappling hook and maybe tie it somewhere more secure?
Sure. Will you guys figure out something to secure our gear? Either hide it or something, just so it's not sitting there while we're doing
You're
this.
shouting across the bridge.
I shout across the bridge. I mean, it's only 15 foot. I mean,
I
15
just throw
foot
it
is like
over,
across,
yes?
across a room.
How
It's
heavy
not
are
that
the
loud.
backpacks?
With a
Could Nalla
river.
throw them?
Yeah, I guess you could throw it across. That's fine. You want to throw it across? That's fine.
No, we could slide it downwards.
Yeah,
I
slide
mean-
it across the fucking rope. It's a rope. God damn, we'll do that. That's easier. Slide it across the rope. I'll go.
Gravity's pulling it.
No, we'll do a
towards us.
reverse height elevation. So our end will be the higher one this time.
This is... Oh, fuck.
I mean, if you want to keep our gear. So
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Trying to get gear across the rope also.
Like
I
backpacks
will
and stuff.
take a look at the. I'll take a look at the.
You guys
grappling.
wonder why it takes you forever to get to level 4. Like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Dude,
We are thinking about
we're
every
covering
detail.
the bases. This is systematic. Okay, so I checked the.
Sully, you literally just said, "Oh," and you didn't mention that you were holding onto the rope, so you were reminded, "Oh yeah, I should hold onto this rope as I throw the grappling hook," because we didn't specifically say it. So you can't get on our case for trying to be detail oriented here.
Xylo, you know you said that for flavor and you were holding on to it anyway.
Okay,
All right, I'll
sure.
check.
I didn't prompt you to tell me you were holding on to it.
I'm holding onto it right now, and I'll check the side of I'll check the connection basically. How is it held in? Is the grappling hook dug into the wood a little bit? How is it? How secure is
Yeah.
it?
One of the spikes seems to have like dug a little bit into the wood, and the other spike is like pretty wrapped around this metal railing.
Oh, so it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, then
So
I'll
you're not,
say.
so you're not gonna like
Nope,
tie it up.
I'm
with
not
it?
pulling it out. For example, this is just taking my weight. It looks pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Pulling
you
out-
help me?
Would be difficult anyway because you guys would have to untie it on your end first.
Yeah,
Right.
because it's under tension.
Okay.
What I will do is equip my shield, and I will keep watch on the gates in front of us
Alright.
as they're coming across.
Okay, before I do that, can you check the entrance, like the door?
No.
Because even if we get across the bridge, we need to find out how do we get in. So before we send more people over, can you check it more?
Well, we're gonna probably end up having to scale that. I don't care if it's open or not. We'll climb over it. I now want to be in there, so just get your ass over here. We'll figure it out.
Okay, and you want me throw your gear?
Yeah. Or just slide across the road. However we can do it. I would like my gear not to be left on that side of the bridge unattended.
Well, it's up to you. What do you want?
Yeah. If you think you can throw it across, it's only 15 foot. It doesn't weigh anywhere near what I weigh. That would be great.
Can I use some intelligence to know how easy it would be to throw 50 pounds of gear over there? I assume it wouldn't be difficult.
Even 50? I don't think I have that much heavy shit in my gear.
I'd still ask you to roll an athletics check.
Okay. I want to tie one rope to the backpack before Nalla throws
Yeah,
it,
that's fine. That's good. That's a great idea. Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
in case she doesn't manage to throw it far enough.
Cool. So you tie on the rope.
And I will be
Um,
holding on it like at the end of the rope.
All right.
Maybe tie it off. You're not a very big man.
Or tie it. That's better. I will tie it.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause-
And then throw.
Athletics check. Okay, it's good enough. You managed to throw it over to the other side of the bridge.
All right, untie it. I
Um,
toss the rope back, or they pull the rope back. I assume they do that for their gear.
It starts to like tumble down, and Barros, you just like grab it before it falls over the edge.
Nice.
Yeah, let's just say we repeat that with everyone's backpacks. Is that all right, just for time's sake?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Is everyone okay with that? I don't want to assume
Yep.
that anyone...
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so then other people's athletics checks to go over, because Nalla's going to be last.
Before Eryn goes over, I will just use my other unspit on hand and say, we have a different ritual for elves. Can I cast guidance on it?
Thank you very much.
When
so
does Erifror cross? Let me know when that happens, Solitaire. I'd like to be a part of that.
Cut the rope.
Alright, Eryn, roll me athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Can choose. Okay, so acrobatics.
No problem.
Easy. Hey,
No
Barros.
problem.
Hey.
How the land next to Barros, like easy peasy.
The dismount was very graceful.
I guess I'm next.
Oh, I also
Then.
had the. I could do this to make it more.
Slightly more graceful.
Alright.
All right,
Then
I'm
before-
watching keenly as Erifror tries to make it across.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Uh,
at the towers, like when I get there, watching around to the
Okay,
south.
before I go across, I'm gonna slap Nala on the back and I cast guidance on her. Right.
Which hand?
The unspit on hand. Yes.
This fucking dwarf's gotta go. All right.
And I roll for athletics, I suppose. So
Alright. It's DC 10, so you start your way across, and you sort of like feel a shuddering, and you guys can see this from the other side. He's gone about 9 or 10 feet at this point. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Rabbit dwarf.
Okay, so you're currently underslung with one hand on the rope, just like looking up and like, looking back.
oh, can I try to pull myself up?
Roll me an athletics check. Okay, so you managed to get grip with both hands, but you're not able to like pull yourself up into the original position that you were in. But you're
Okay.
like you've got grip on the rope now.
Okay, so how far across the gap am I?
You're about halfway.
Oh fuck.
Could he just like slowly release his grip to come back down to where Nala's at?
Yeah.
Not release his grip as in let go of the rope. Obviously.
Slide down,
Like,
essentially sliding.
Slowly slide down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of. That would also require a test though to like.
And what?
If that was what you wanted to do, are you wanting to do that or what?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about it.
It's clearly going to be easier to slide down than go up in this crap situation. So
Yeah,
All right,
that-
what are you doing?
yeah, that's what I was thinking actually. To slide back down.
All right, roll me an athletics check.
My God.
oh, shh. Those are damage dice.
You fall from.
Nope. I
The
cast as he starts to fall. As I see his hands slip off, I'll cast Featherfall on him. I've been watching
Alright.
intently for him, so I'll hit him with Featherfall.
Okay, so you cast Featherfall
Nice.
on him. It reduces his falling speed by half, I believe.
I can link the spell, but hold on just a second. Let me find it.
I know it negates all fall damage.
You have feather for.
I do have Featherfall. Okay.
Okay. So you land on your feet in the water, and then like slowly sink into the water.
But I thought we all tied ropes around each other, no?
No,
In
there's
this case, now it was,
It was
done
still
for
the-
the backpacks.
That would have been smart. I think we had that as a plan, but I don't think we ever stated we were doing that. So
right.
So, Erifror, you're currently in the water.
Can he stand on the boulder?
The boulder submerged.
Yeah, but I mean, like how far submerged? That's what I'm saying.
He can swim, but
4
it's
foot 1 inch.
further than he is tall.
Gotcha. Okay, well, there was still the rope that we were using to throw backpacks over, and we didn't say what we were going to do with that.
Yeah, toss it down to him. Erifror, stay
Yeah,
there.
before-
I shall.
I mentioned it. I have like the rope that I use.
Erifror, what
for-
armor are you wearing?
Chainmail. So
Heavy armor.
Oh, you didn't take
pretty
your armor
heavy.
off for this?
yeah,
I
it
guess
is.
swimming in chainmail is fun. How's that feather fall helping him? Does that help him when he's falling through water?
It still makes him heavy.
Okay, is there a rope on Nalla's end?
No, wait. I have a rope that I want to use to like throw it down and ask Barros if he can help me pull Erifror up.
You're going to have to do it very quickly because he's going to be sunk in about 10 seconds.
Yes. I assume that as soon as Erifror started falling and Barros cast slow fall, then Eryn would react
immediately like pulling the rope and like preparing it.
Which rope?
I have...
I have one too if you need one, but I don't have it out.
It's the one from the Explorer spec.
So it's just like one that you're holding?
Yes, it's just an extra rope that Eryn had.
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw it down.
Oh no, don't do that. Just loop it the fuck around. Just make a real simple like tie or noose.
There is no time to loop
he's
it.
not throwing the whole thing down. He's just throwing one end down.
No, I understand, but
holding
you think he's gonna pull him up on his own?
No, I want you to help me. I said that I want
No.
Barros to help.
Secure that end of the rope before you toss it down. It'll take you 1
the
second
rope's
longer.
been
There is
thrown.
no
The rope's
time
been
to
thrown.
secure the rope.
Okay, the rope's been thrown.
Okay. Erifror, you see the rope coming down. You manage to get a grip on it with your now very, very wet gloves.
Okay, and I try to climb up, I suppose.
All right.
As I was throwing it down, I was going next to the Barros, like so we can both hold the rope.
Okay.
Nope.
Roll me an athletics check with advantage, Eryn. Or Barros is not helping, just a straight athletics check.
I'm willing to help, but I'm not at all convinced we can carry a fucking like hold a dwarf as he climbs up this rope. Anyways, sure, I'll help.
Oh wait,
Nice.
wait, you said you are helping, so it's...
Is that with advantage, yeah? It's a little better.
Okay. Erifror, athletics check. Okay. With disadvantage because you're soaking wet now.
Look, you seemed averse to showers before.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you managed to make it 15 feet up the rope. And you keep going, and eventually you do make it to the top of the bridge, and manage to, with the aid of Barros and Eryn, haul yourself out of the predicament that you placed yourself in.
You're smelling a lot better, Erifror. Welcome back.
Thank you. That I think I drank a lot of water. This is why dwarves keep their feet on the ground.
Well, it ought to make your bless spell particularly potent then. And
Well,
I'll turn to help Nalla. Turn to watch Nalla as she crosses.
All right. So there's nothing else on this side of the bridge then, with the exception of the secured rope that we still have tied, and that's how we're leaving this end.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So now we'll do athletics to climb over as well.
You could do it differently. If you don't want to leave the rope there.
I'm fine with leaving the rope there.
Okay.
Yeah, we will need to get back, like so.
Yeah, but it's easier to get down. It's just a 15-foot jump.
All right.
No problem. You do exactly as you described, with one leg hanging down, one leg hooked on over, and just like feeding the rope towards yourself, and then pull yourself over. And the rope does hold your massive frame as well.
Nice.
Excellent. All right. So then get all our gear back on, and now finally look at this, I assume, locked door.
Well, it's not a door. It's outside of a fucking fortress.
Yeah, well, large,
like
giant
what this
gate.
is, like some kind
Set
of entrance.
into the mott's curtain wall are two windowless stone gatehouses with wood-shingled, high-pitched rooftops. Between them stands a set of oak doors with iron hinges. Yeah. Is what you see.
Try to open the door.
Okay. And you just push open the doors. They're not locked.
Excellent.
Damn it.
Okay, well, thankfully that was much easier than the bridge.
Bridge was pretty easy.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Be careful, someone shot a crossbow bolt at my familiar. I'm not real pleased about that. Sully, I would like to take a moment and cast mage armor on myself.
Sure.
Shouldn't we
do
try
so.
to like shout out that we are friendly?
No, I'm killing them if they took my bird out.
But
What if it's the people that
Like-
that asked for our help?
Hey, you didn't say that out in character.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Alright. So should we like move our characters slowly?
Okay. So you guys are just straight approaching the keep.
So is
Yep.
this building that we're in
That's the guard at the gatehouse, right?
It's the gatehouse, yeah.
so there's just like a pathway underneath it kind of a thing that we're just passing through?
Yeah, and they're both buildings on either side, and then it's similar to the gateway with the drawbridge.
Mhm.
It's sort of with the
Except
bridge
this
over the
one's
top.
wooden.
I'd like to keep my eyes peeled. I'm a bit worried about whoever shot my familiar. So I'm just trying to keep the idea is to keep something in between me and the building ahead of us if possible, and if I can't do that, just to be really on the watch of someone poking their head out towards me or shooting towards me. So I understand.
As you guys are passing under the gatehouse, you look in through a couple of the windows on either side. It seems to be some kind of like guard barracks. The east building, there are a set of bunk beds that are in there, a couple of sets of bunk beds and a few foot lockers. And the west building has similar furnishings, but it seems a lot more ramshackled in there.
Are there doors?
And there are 3 bodies in there as well, seemingly deceased.
The west one?
Anything on them?
Where are the doors?
I'll take a look through them real quick.
Yeah. I want to look through both buildings.
Okay.
Check them mostly for hostiles.
Okay. There are no signs of life in here. The foot lockers mostly contain worthless personal effects, and the bodies of the guards just have like simple leather armors, and very simple light crossbows.
Okay.
Bad quality. A couple of them destroyed actually.
Was someone else saying something?
Nope.
Okay.
I like to take a look at the bodies to see how long they've been dead.
Roll me medicine check.
I'll assist if I can.
Assist.
Already been rolled. Seemingly the same amount of time as the other bodies that you saw, crushed beneath the large boulders.
Okay.
Shall we continue?
Sure. There's nowhere off this island that I saw from the air, Sully, except the gateway we've approached, right?
Right.
Okay.
And are there any doors that we can see of this giant thing in the center of this?
Yeah, one like straight ahead.
So like right the northern edge of it?
Mm.
Basically we're standing in front of it.
Yep.
Is it just a wooden door?
Yeah, it's a similar sort of thing with iron hinges, a little bit more reinforced and larger, but yeah, for the most part. As you guys are approaching, the doors open, and there are 3 figures ahead of you, all human, all dressed up in seemingly guard fatigues, all with crossbows. One of them approaches and says, "Well, it seems that you've made it across to the moss. What is your reason for being here?"
Did you shoot my bird?
Personally, no. But I gave the command, yes.
Why?
Why? Well, you may not have noticed, but we were under attack quite recently.
By birds?
Yes.
You were under attack
And-
by birds.
From what my reports have been, you've been looting the town in the townsfolk's absence.
We've been killing the goblins in the townsfolk's absence and looking
Oh,
for
that
survivors.
we saw as well, but we also saw you breaking and entering into multiple of the houses. And if that is to be believed, and he points towards Erifror, that is not your footlocker. You look towards Erifror, and he's got like the footlocker you were trying to open with the lockpicks like strapped over his shoulder.
Who are you?
My name is Sideri Honlar, captain of the guard.
You've done a good job defending the town. Well, what are you doing in here?
He doesn't answer.
So
Look,
then,
look, maybe I take out that piece of paper that we got saying the House Nanda is looking for help. I said, we came here because of this, and I pass it to the captain of the guard.
I see. Well, impeccable timing, but unfortunately, like I said, I would prefer an explanation as to the looting if you
That's
if
your
you
number
were
one concern?
pleased to provide one.
Do you have anything to add about the giant boulders strewn about your town, the lack of people, Mr. Captain of the Guards here? Why you're assaulting owls? Perhaps there's something else you'd like to speak about first?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm quite aware that owls are usually used as scouts of sorts. We prefer to keep our information more limited.
So you knew it was us in the town, and you still chose to shoot my scout?
We prefer to keep our information more limited.
Just the three
We
of
did
you.
not know your intentions here. As far as we were concerned, you were just looking to make some quick money.
so you're
The
not looking for any
townsfolk
help.
were supposed to come here, but unfortunately, one of the cloud giant boulders took out the bridge, and they were unable to get here.
So you're not looking for any help, is what you're saying?
Help!
Yes.
He kind of like looks around and says, "Well, what kind of help are you offering?"
Oh, I had a nice bird. It could tell you all about the surroundings.
Whatever help that you needed, based on what you're asking for on this letter.
Well, what about the goblin? What did it tell you?
The goblin? Well, what? Oh, the goblin. It said.
Listen, if you're
came
wanting
and
to be of
ransacked.
help, maybe you could go and find the townsfolk.
Yeah, that's what we found out. Where they are. The townsfolk they captured.
All right. Well, if you're looking to be of help, then you can go and find them then.
So you guys were just fine. No, you were fine up here all along. No need to contact us across the way. Talk to us about wasting our time looking for living survivors in the town.
What would you like us to do? Shout across the bridge to you?
That could be a start, yeah?
Look, we came here for this person from House Nanda. So is this person here with you guys?
He lets in like a deep breath and then exhales. He says, "Well, come with me," and he leads you into a great hall of sorts, and a lot of it lies under rubble. And to one side now, there is a large oak dining table and a woman, human female, strewn across it. Seemingly dead, still wearing fineries.
Wait, seemingly dead?
Seemingly dead, yeah. She's like laid on this table, seemingly deceased. It says, "Well, if you were looking to find and communicate with Lady Nandar, I'm afraid your timing is a bit unfortunate."
So who took over?
Took over?
What
Yes. Who's in charge now?
Well, I am for the most part.
Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about what's happened. We pieced together that you were attacked by cloud giants. That the cloud that the townsfolk have been brought off to a location that we may or may not be able to get to. And why? What's happened? Like, you guys were ready for help. You knew something was coming. What? Could you be a little bit more specific about what's gone on? Anything you could tell us would be beneficial. We might be able to aid you with this.
Well, if I'm going to be doing this, I would prefer if you took a less hostile tone.
I'd prefer you didn't shoot my familiar, but we can't always have what we want. Maybe you could just share the information and we could start from there again.
No, but the shooting of the familiar is already done. You can change your tone.
I draw my sword and I say, let's just start here with an exchange of information. Perhaps we can be of aid to you and you can be of aid to us. And we can move on. But I'm not particularly pleased about your tone. You've just shot my fucking familiar. I was connected to it when it died. I've got a splitting headache from it. I've just learned that you've been watching us all morning and all of last night without saying anything because we risked our asses to get over here and potentially save some people. Now you're
Correct me
telling
if I'm wrong, but I
you've just
believe
been
you're in
sitting
my
your
house.
ass in here doing nothing. So why don't you start again? Tell me exactly what happened.
Are you adept at communications and negotiations at the point of a sword? Is this your normal way of doing things? Was this your plan to do with Lady Nandar also?
Look,
Well,
as
she
far as I'm
was
concerned,
clearly
you
asking
killed her.
for help.
Like, she's dead in here. You seem to be fine that she's dead. She doesn't look like she's been crushed by a boulder to me. How did she die? These things would be interesting for me to know. Perhaps you could begin by talking.
Talking about what? I do not have to explain myself to you in any manner whatsoever. Again, you're in my house here.
Okay, are any of
So
them...
you
in
tell
the-
me, what are your intentions here? Why did you cross this bridge? Why did you come here?
To find survivors so we know more what happened here.
Alright, someone who can actually speak reasonably. And he turns towards Eryn. Says, well, there are survivors, presumably. Now, normally, the standard is that they're led over to the keep. However, with the bridge being cut off, they were unable to do so. So, Morak probably led them further north into the hills. Though that I'm not exactly sure about. Regarding the giants, as your friend seems so interested in, they came and they uprooted the Nightstone. I don't know why, but they did do so, and that seems to have been their objective, and then they left. With the town mostly empty, the goblins moved in, and, well, you saw what they were doing. A nuisance mostly, but...
what is this Nightstone that you speak of?
It's the town that we're in right now.
No, it's not.
Then
You
I-
uprooted
There
the
was
Nightstone.
something in the middle taken, I think.
Yeah.
The Nightstone was a rock which was in the middle of town. I don't know of its particular significance, but it was dark obsidian stone. We kept it in the middle of the town, and the giants seem to have some interest in it. For the most part, we just walk past it every day. It's mundane.
Okay. So it's quite big, so the giant went down to take it?
They
But I don't
secured
think
it with ropes from their cloud castle and then hauled it away.
Interesting.
How did your lady die?
Fortunately, she was struck by one of the boulders we were being bombarded with. Some of the debris came down from the ceiling, the masonry, and well.
How many
was
of
hard.
you are left here?
He crosses his arms and says, well, you can see 3 of us here now.
Do you have any plans on what happens next to you?
Well, we were hoping Morak might lead the townsfolk back here.
Who is Morag?
Morak's the owner of the local tavern and also that lockbox there.
Previous owner.
And they said that he led the townsfolk.
Are you planning on stealing it? I don't think Morak will take too kindly to it.
Well, when I meet him, we'll have a talk then.
Sorry. They went to the north. Morak with the townsfolk that he possibly managed to save.
That was the
Because
direction they were headed, yes.
That direction, like, kind of, the direction is also where the other townsfolk that the goblins took may be.
It's possible. He gets like this somewhat worried look across his face and says, but it's not possible for us to leave just now.
Why not?
I hope they were not taken by the goblins, but it is known that they had a presence in the area.
Wait,
So
okay, but
you
when
all
it
then weren't tasked. Your job wasn't to keep the townsfolk protected. You had another task.
Yes,
What was that?
protect the keep.
Why? What's so important about the keep?
Lady Narndar lived here.
She's dead. What's so important about the keep?
We can't leave here.
Why?
It doesn't matter.
Can I insight check? Can I tell what he's? Can I tell if he's hiding something from me, or if he's just being deliberately obtuse, or what the deal is?
Sure, go ahead.
I could have sworn Nightstone was the name of the town.
It is.
It is the name of the town.
but it's
Okay,
also
but it's
a
also the
physical
name of the
night
thing.
stone.
That's
that
why
it had.
it's named after the
Alright.
stone.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So do you go? He's not lying. He's just being obstructive.
So you wouldn't mind if we
You know,
had a
with-
little look around the keep, then, would you?
If he's not lying, then he's
Are
just
you-
trying to be an ass.
Are you looking to loot the keep as well?
Oh, I'm not necessarily looking to loot the keep or not loot the keep. I just want to know what we have here.
I would prefer that you didn't.
Why? What's here? Your lady's dead. Your villagers are dead. Your keep is in ruins.
Perhaps honor means nothing to you, but it does to me. And this is the House Nandar.
What are you honoring?
I'm not just going to let you go around taking whatever you like.
Can I insight check that? Is he lying to me?
Sure.
He's just being hostile. There's nothing here.
Maybe, but why
He
is
just
doing
doesn't want you to go around. He is respecting what he feels is the honor of the family he was sworn to protect.
it? I see.
Well, we have cleared the town of goblins. You could maybe station some people at the watch bridge to make sure that the goblins don't get back in again. To our knowledge, we've killed all the goblins that were in town.
How were you spying on us last night and yesterday?
Spying on you.
Yeah, you said you were observing us. How were you doing it?
It's not difficult to do from the ramparts.
Just eyeballing across the way?
Yeah.
It didn't have anything to do with
I'll be
drawbridge.
honest here, sir, but you're not particularly subtle.
Yeah, nothing to do with the
Particularly when
drawbridge
you're
coming.
kicking indoors.
Nothing to do with the drawbridge coming down yesterday. Then
He kind of like looks to his side. Says, "As far as we were aware, you're the ones controlling the drawbridge."
yeah, we brought it up for the night for protection, and something brought it down towards the beginning of the night, late into dusk. We were a bit worried as something entering or leaving the town. We didn't see it. We wondered if you knew what it was.
Didn't see anything. And at this point, there's a shout come from like the top, like above you. It says, "Captain, drawbridge is being lowered." And he kind of like looks to his left on another human who's there, dark skinned, and says, "Torm, go and check on it." And he like gives him a nod, and he goes off into a set of stairs which lead up. And then the captain turns to the other guard who's with him, a female, and says, "Alara, with me." And they walk out of like past you guys, out of the keep, towards the guardhouse. They go through the gate and just like look across and they seemingly looking across the bridge.
I turn to the group and I say, should we explore the rest of this keep now that they've buggered off from the place they've sworn to defend and hold true?
That probably wouldn't be smart. I think maybe... Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I get like to some high point to look to the west? Like, if there is something, if I can see towards the bridge that is being lowered, if I can see something outside?
You need to go up to the ramparts of the keep.
Yeah. I will ask them, like, before they leave, if I can go up with... Are they also... They're going out, right? Only like towards the bridge.
2 of them went out, 2 of them went up.
Yeah, I will ask the captain if I can also go up to help look if something is coming.
Fine.
So I go up with the guards.
Okay, so you go with the other 2 guards. Alright, cool. Erifror, what are you doing?
I guess I would stay with Nalla.
I'd say he's dripping.
Wet, yes.
Nalla, what do you do?
I'm going to say something specifically to Barros. Barros, looting the town has everyone killed is one thing, but going through where people live, including this house, is not very honorable. I think we should leave it.
I'm not talking about going through it for loot. I'm talking about going through it to figure out what the hell's going on here. These guys are not telling us everything that they should. There's some reason they're here. Why are they guarding a dead body in a destroyed ruin? Why are they not out helping the townsfolk? Something is not as it seems here. Something is not as they are portraying it, and I would like to know what.
I can't tell how much of this is in character or out of character.
For me?
Yeah.
That was in character.
I know that was all in character, but like it out of character, it makes complete sense that they would be defending what has been their keep.
Why? There's nothing attacking them anymore.
Why wouldn't they? It's like their base of operations. Why would they suddenly just randomly abandon their base of operations? It makes zero sense for them to just completely decide to just completely randomly.
If they're there to protect the lady and she's dead, and
that's
they're
not
probably
the only reason why they're there.
Protect the villagers.
It's like their base.
Gone.
This is their base.
What is the
Where
relevance?
else would they go? How is that irrelevant? What are they going to do? Just randomly run out into the wilderness?
Xylo, without getting into it too much, they literally have a man out there in the wilderness leading the villagers around. Why are they not trying to make contact with him? Why are they not trying to meet up and connect with them?
Because the town was full of goblins before. They couldn't leave.
Because there were 6 goblins or 8 goblins in there? There's at least
dwarves?
4 of these guys.
Why they didn't go out and kill the goblins, don't know. But why they would decide, it makes sense to... I would be safer out there in the complete wilderness or doing something silly as opposed to pulling up in a defensive location.
This is duty bound. It doesn't matter. I'm acting exactly as my character would act here in the sense of that I don't understand their motivations and I am dubious of them. So if you kind of get that they have you sense their motivations are more in line with what you'd understand, perhaps you are more clear on that. But Barros is not at all convinced they're telling the truth here.
Right. That's what in character I'm trying to convey.
Okay.
Is that it makes complete sense that they would just stay in their fortress because it's defensible.
Well, one thing at a time. Maybe we figure out what this next attack is.
Yes, I agree. I feel like that is the more pressing issue. Whoever the heck is just entered the town.
Eryn comes back down the stairs.
Also, is somebody with us, with some guards, or they are still up?
They're still up there.
Before I go down, I would like to ask one of them if they sent somebody out for help.
They turn to you and say, "No, nobody. We have no idea who they are."
Okay, I will go then down and inform the others that I see 7 guys on horses entering the town right now, and I have no idea if they are hostile or not. But the guards don't know anything about them.
Are they human?
On horses, I guess yes.
Humanoids.
Okay. Most likely they probably not enemies.
Well, let's see horses jump 18 foot up. I think we got some interesting times to check out. Let's go, let's see what this is about.
And I would like to go following the main guard, like on the bridge, like to see what is going on, because I assume the horses will be coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Nalla's going to go out to the bridge also.
You guys
the rope is still across the bridge though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys go out to the bridge and you kind of like look out straight out into the town square, and you see they kind of like circle, and there's a woman who is on foot, plus 7 figures on horses, and the 7 figures on horses, they all dismount. They all through various types of armor, and one guy in particular, he pulls back his hoodie. He's like very dark-skinned, bald. He goes up to the woman and gives her a hug, and he gives a couple of the other guys directions, or simply commands, and points to a couple of the different buildings. The woman then turns to him and she seems to be pointing out different things, and she points across the bridge towards you guys.
Wait, where did this woman come from?
She came from the west as well, but she was walking.
So there was seven horse
figures.
Horse figures, and a woman walking along the horse with the horse figure.
Yeah.
And then they decided to hug each other after traveling together for a while.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
I will take a break there.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.